I was born in Toronto, and I think that governmental policy has influenced me because Canada has this endless, relentless promotion of its natural resources. And they're always saying and showing pictures of the beautiful landscape and the wonders of being in nature. I was also very influenced by the Group of Seven, the Canadian painters who traveled to northern parts of Ontario to paint what they knew even then was a vanishing landscape. Their use of color was influenced by the Impressionists, and you might even see that in these collages, that Impressionist use of pure color in direct contrast, visual mixing rather than physical mixing of color.
What I find interesting, one of the things I find interesting about your work are what I, just in turning in my head, the three S's: serendipity, selection, and soul. The serendipity and the selection are evident. Anyone who's worked with prints, they can see that work. But as you discussed it, the soul became very, very clear that each piece is an emotional journey for you. And it's, and even the last remark, I thought, oh, I didn't get that, but I can see how that blends in with what she's up to. And so I really appreciate your making that happen. And it's so visually exciting that it makes us stop and pay attention.
I'm impressed that you're daring to use the word soul. That's...
I'm a 19th century person, so...
You're a 19th century person. Yes. My mother recently asked me, what is art? And I said, Mom, art is soul plus intent. And then I thought it over later, and I thought, well, that's pretty good. And then I thought, well, what is soul? Soul is inner certainty. And what is intent? Intent is outer certainty, a plan. And if I can make an artwork that has as much as possible of both, then I might make something interesting. That's what I'm going for right now in this body of work. They are all called How to Something. The whole series is How to Navigate, How to Stake a Claim. And really my intent here is not to show how to stake a claim. It's not an instruction. It's not a pattern of steps for dancing. It's really a question. How to stake a claim? It's this personal investigation of the earth. How can I do these things? How can I relate as a human being to the earth? I was so inspired by the fact that someone like Jerald and like Stuart had seen something in my work, that very many of them have this quality of seeing between dark things into a bright distance. That's a sense of hope and opportunity. And you'll see it in almost all of these pictures. There's that feeling of arriving at a new horizon.